to give a lot of credit to Fort Allen. I thought they brought up a level of effort and intensity that I think our team needed to play against. But I think we celebrate everything, man. A win is a win. And I'm proud of our guys, the way we responded and earned this win tonight against a quality opponent for their level. Yeah, well, and so he just got to get his rhythm, and he's been through a lot. That young man has been through a whole lot, and to be able to get him, of course, this is just his second real game playing. First game, he didn't have the right time, and just the circumstances getting him into a flow wasn't there. And as we move forward, we got to get him in there just so he can get his time. And it's so much about basketball; it's about timing and feel and getting into a rhythm. It's a different level of when you're in practice, the physicality, the speed, the contact, and all. But when you get in a game and it's the lights are on, you smell popcorn, you got your family in the stands, you got another team that's also trying to win. That's a different level of mental attachment that you need, and just so getting him into that is I think is going to be important for us.
It feels great, and I just got to thank my teammates and coaches for, for telling me to stay confident, and those shots are gonna fall. Because at the end of the day, shots are always not gonna fall, and I got to make sure everything else is running smoothly. The point guard has to make sure, I got to facilitate for others, rebound, box out, and make sure I just do everything else. Just stay confident.
Yeah, this offseason, working on my jump shot was a big part. So I took that and I tried to roll with it the whole summer, and I've seen a lot of improvement. So I'm just gonna keep on trying to develop.
I would say I can't do anything else but thank my teammates and coaches for just trusting in me to shoot those shots. Like Coach said, we worked on it all summer, all fall. So I just have good confidence, and I feel like every time I shoot, it's gonna go in. So that's the best thing.
Yeah. I'm pleased with that, and this is, I mean, and I just figured this, not just figured out, but it's just dawned on me that we have the 11th youngest team in the country, so we don't know how to win yet, right? And so we only have two guys on our roster with Malachi and Jelani who's ever played meaningful basketball at the Division One level. And so when you've been placed in a situation where all of our guys we're asking them to play a major role, and we gotta have another level of maturity. But we kind of throwing these guys in the fire again. And the one thing I do like about our team, we are for one another, right? And these guys care as much about their teammates' success as they do their own. And so we've got to continue to grow in our maturity and how do you deal with the lead, right? And so like today, we still had 13 turnovers, and 4 or 5 of them are unforced. That's another level of growth. How do you play with a lead, right? And so as we continue to move forward, man, I believe in this team. I believe in what we're trying to do. I believe in what we can accomplish. During this early season, man, you don't ever want to start the whole year off with the way we have, but those are not bad losses if you don't learn from them, right? And so as we get this young group together and we continue to move forward, every experience is a learning experience, and so that's where we are. But it didn't take us nearly as long to lock back in and to kind of regain our composure to move forward in the second half. Well, they were doing a really, really good job, Brady, of changing defenses, whether it been a man-to-man, whether it been a 1-2, 1-1 zone press, or whether they was running and jumping. And so it's kind of hard to disguise that. And so we just got to have poise to get in our proper positions and make quality plays without feeling like you're rushed and sped up. And so, but they were doing a good job, and I'm glad they were doing that, changing defenses on this, because it took a while for us to kind of recognize what they were doing, but we found enough to keep our poise intact enough to win. No, I'm going to get with our doctors, and we're going to be cautious. We're going to be cautious with them, and at the end of the day, my goal is to continue to improve that by conference play. We are getting better, and we are peaking in January and February. That's kind of sort of my goal. And so I want to be extra cautious with that. But I tell you what, he's chomping at the bit to play, and so we got to probably to save him from himself. Yep. Mm-hmm. Winning away from home. Winning away from home. That's the reason we put our guys in the situation we had in the preseason, going on the road. Again, we have got to, and that's part of our maturation process. What are we doing differently? Everything is increased when you get on the road. Your attention to detail, your concentration, your effort, your urgency. You expect things to be tough in someone else's environment. I know all of us not on the road. We got a couple of games on there in the neutral site, but we've got to figure out a way. How do we have maturity to win on the road?